Hello gamers and welcome back to Playing Every Division in WARNO with the 5th Division, and it is going to be H.D.R, the Home Defense Region London, with some new units as well. And yeah, we're going to take a look. I'm excited for it because it's British. So activation slots, good logistics, very decent infantry slots, bad artillery slots, decent tank slots, bad recon slots, I think, because it gets expensive quite quickly. AA slots rather cheap. Helo slots cheap, but not many options. And then air slots decent as well. Okay, so let's go through the units and see what I pick. Now this, for example, new unit, a Bedford TM supply, I think it's new. And yeah, it's new, which is cool. The Wessex HC is also new. I've recently been into one. I think, if I recall correctly, it was one of these, at least part of it, in Wales, in a museum, in an air museum. So that's pretty cool. Quite cost efficient, because yeah, you don't pay the premium here. Then the Gazelle, not gonna take it. The Rover, 2 cards, and Humber FFR, which is armored and it has smoke. So this is also a new unit here, and I think this is a very good option. It's quite fast as well. It's slower on off-road in comparison to the Rover, which is a bit weird. Obviously stealth is also worse, but yeah, with the armor I think it's interesting, and you get a field supply point. Infantry. Now we get quite a few disheartened troops as well, but it's a nice mix, like reservist trade it's called here. Yeah, medium machine gun and heavy machine gun as well. And this one, it seems to be new as well. And this, for the British at least, you get the already known RMP, and they get the transporter as well with military police. Why would you take this one? Is it because of the fuel? This actually takes 80 liters and has an autonomy of up to 87 kilometers, and this one has 300 liters and only 75 kilometers. That's a bit weird. Because, yeah, why would it be like that? I don't know. HSF, already known. They get the militia trade, security, and reservist. But, you know, you can sprinkle it around. It's kind of like a recon troop. No AT capabilities, so you get 3 cards, 12 of them. You can even spam them. But I don't think it's like an infantry spam meta. Then you get the Wombat, which I don't really like. The accuracy is just so bad. You get the Milan 1 ATGM, which is good. You get the Rifles Leader and the Rifles Patrol. The Rifles Patrol squad is from Northern Ireland, and you can see the helmets here, and it's actually pretty cool. And you can bring them in the Kremlin Pig with a medium machine gun, so that's quite nice. And yeah, that's another new unit. Only one actually has the guards uniform, but their guards are resolute. They've got smoke, so that's nice, and AT capabilities at least a bit. 6 men, and then the actual guards units have really shitty AT capabilities with the normal guards. 9 men strong, two light machine guns here, and the Carl Gustav variant with the better AT, also better accuracy, 10% points better accuracy. Also a new unit, obviously. Quite nice. Terriers Pioneers, already known, with essential charges, quite nice, and shock. Milan 2s, Air Mobile Terriers, and They might be new as well. I think they've got good AT capabilities, so it might be an interesting option. At least one of these. And a new unit here, the SAS-G. It's a shock unit, commando unit with satchel charges, some AT, smoke, and submachine guns. You need to keep them alive for sure. So let's actually get some units going already. So we are going to take, because this is the same price. Well, what shall I take? We take the Bedford supply as our massive, behind the lines, and then actually this to ship things around. I'm going to take the Humber here, and we actually have a cheap option here that we keep open for more supply, or maybe the Rover, depending on how it goes. Infantry tab. I think we're definitely going to take the RMP because they also help against suppression. Let's see if we can fit it in. We can take one of the home security forces. We definitely going to upvet them, I think, to help against suppression. We're going to take both Milan squads. What we do not have is IFVs, and I think that's a bummer. It's a B tier division in Protos's up to date from December 25 tier list. Our leader is definitely going to be the guards leader, no question about it. They're both 9-man strong. They are slightly more expensive, but only 5 points. You pay 5 points for the significantly better AT rocket, and you also have more ammunition, 6 ammunition instead of 4, and also a better range. Yeah, no question about what I take. It's this one. Ideally 2. It's our mainline infantry. We do need some CQC. So this is going to be the Terrier Pioneers, I think, but we also have the SAS. So we'll take the SAS for sure. It's a must pick in my opinion. And I want to take the Air Mobile Terriers because they are very well rounded. And if we can get them somewhere, it might be helpful. But we just take 5. I want to upvet them. Guards need to be upvetted. And then we've got one more slot. We could put in the Rifles Patrol Unit. Or maybe some cheap machine gunners. But let's keep this open for now. Artillery tab. I'm going to take the AS-90 155mm. It can smoke as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade it twice, I think, because this is all not too great at the moment. I could go for some mortars for smoke, but they can put down smoke as well. But this again is very cheap. But I think, okay, it's only 1 card. That's bad. So we can't upgrade it. So then let's take 1 card of cheap smokers. Tank tab. So we get the Rover Milan. Ferret Swing Fire. I think there's some new stuff here as well. Well, I think this is actually like this is a World War II gun actually. And this is also like a World War II gun. But we're not going to take it. This Ferret I think is new in this loadout with a swing fire missile. Centurion Mark 13. Command tank is new. And I think those Centurion Mark 13s are new all over the place. We get a Chieftain. In this variant it's new. And the Chieftain Mark 9, which is not new. Okay, which is with a significantly better gun. And we get 1 card of Challengers. This is like our push tank, so we're definitely going to upgrade it once. And then we're going to take, I think, the Command Centurion. But we are also going to take at least 1 cheap tank. Which one is it going to be? Pretty much the same availability. Same range, same penetration, slightly better armor for the Chieftain Mark 1-4. Also, it has a 50 cal. Yeah, I think it's worth 15 extra points. Speed is also slightly better off-road. Let's take this as our cheap tank. And then we need to think what else I'm going to take. I think we are going to take the Rover Milan because it can be devastating, but I like the Ferret. The availability is, I mean, it's reservist, but the range is better. It's got more ammunition, and it's got a medium machine gun and armor. Accuracy is worse. We are going to get the Ferrets. And I think I want more tanks. The Chieftain Mark 9 with a good gun, I think is a good option. More so than this. So I don't want to spam too much because I lose the units in this case anyway. So let's do it like this. And we can maybe put something else in, like maybe the Rover Milan. Or the command tank, actually. Let's take the command tank. Recon tab. We get the Terrier Scouts, already known. They can come in the Rover Yeoman. We get the Scouts. Scout helicopter, which seems to be new. At least for this, in the British variant. The Guard Sniper, which is obviously new. They can come in a rocket helicopter, which I think is an interesting option. It's a bit costly, but they get faster into position, and we can then maybe use it. We are definitely going to take one of these Guard Snipers. Might even be worth double vetting them. But yeah, let's keep it like that. Optics don't go up. Then we get the Scorpion here. A Lynx Chancellor. Recon helicopter, which is a good option as well. Got better optics than the Scout. Then this Fox. And a very special Fox. Because it's got better optics. It's got exceptional optics. As you can see, it's got this little thing here on top. And that makes it great. And I think we're going to take it to help our tanks. I'm not going to upvet it though. Now what we need is some kind of like cheap Recon. I mean, we've got the security guys, the HSF guys, but I think some more cheap Recon is in order. I'm going to take the ones with the Yeoman, Rover Yeoman, and yeah. And then the question is, shall I take a helicopter or not? That's going to be another question. This is maybe not good enough, I think. AA, some cool stuff here as well, not the blowpipe, which is not really good. We get the Javelin, we get the Starstreak LML, which is new. 9 infrared rockets. Let's compare it to the Javelin. It's just a standard Javelin here, but not the triple one. But it's got better range, in particular against helicopters, and better accuracy. And also 9 instead of 6. So I think we're going to take this for anti-helicopter duty. Then we get the Bloodhound Mark II, which is new. And this is kind of like our unit against aircraft. It's only 1 rocket, so it's kind of like hit and miss. You need to put like 3 together, I think, in order to have a chance. So we could upvet them. Accuracy goes up to 35%, which still ain't great. I think it's better to just keep it as is. Let's take both. And then we've got the Rapier, which is radar-based, mid-range AA. I think they can't go into houses, but so I think we need to take the Rapier. I'm not going to upvet it. It's got good enough accuracy as is. 4 shots, and the question is, shall we put in some javelins? I think we should. Possibly. We'll see. We get some helicopter options. We can take both of them. One is HE, one is AT. Let's take both. It's cheap slots. Let's see how we can roll with it. Upvetting is a bit too costly. We could maybe upvet these, but maybe not. Air tab. The Hawk rocket is new, I believe. At least for the British. Very, very slow in rockets. That's not too great. And we get this kind of like anti-helicopter plane, which is a viable option. And we get the Canberra planes, which are new. It's a seed plane, electronic warfare, and 60% ECM, which is a lot for a cheap price. It can't kill, but it might be interesting to draw rocket fire. It's also rather slow. This is a bomber, HE cluster. It's like a nice mix. I'm inclined to take it. Let me check war, yes, to see if it's a high altitude bomber or not. War, yes, this is an information I think that should be included down here at the bottom right. It's a good spot. Let's go for units. Canberra. The cluster one. It's a normal bomb strategy. Flying altitude is 1050 meters. What's actually the optic range for this one? The other Canberra. Let me check that. This is also like an interesting option to have it circle behind the front line actually. Let's check it. It's got an optics range of 5,830 meters and an air optics range of 31,802 meters. Yeah, we're going to try that out for sure. Yeah. The Phantom with the Sky Flash is or the Tornado. That's the question. Let's compare them. Maybe also both. We also get 2 Tornado cards. Tornado obviously quite expensive, 30% ECM. It's got 8 rockets, which is cool. And it's got the 8,475 meter range, which I do want. Now this one can serve as a shotgun fighter as well, I think. Let's take it. Let's actually take more planes. Let's try out the HE cluster mix, which I think is fun. And let's take shall we take one of the Harriers? 40% ECM. The cluster one as well. I think I go for the cluster one because I think tanks are scarier. Not sure about their reload times. So let me check the altitude they bump from. Area. That's the Growth 5 HE. Flying altitude. It's a dive bomber. Yeah, well, it doesn't sell it to me. And the cluster one. It's also a dive bomber. Let's take the cluster one. We still have 6 points left, so we can take more ammunition or a rover. We can also take more infantry, but that's a 3-point slot. We can take more artillery, but I don't want to. We could take more tanks. Maybe we go tanks and infantry. We could also go more the Recon helicopter. Very good optics, exceptional optics. I think the exceptional optics sells it to me. Let's take the Recon helicopter. And then the question is, what else shall we take? I think we might have enough supply for this particular division. If I don't lose them, I might change my opinion. I mean, we could get in the supply helicopters. Do we need more infantry? We've got 52 infantry. I mean, 12 line infantry, and I didn't take a CQC unit yet. I mean, we've got the SAS as our CQC unit, so we don't necessarily need the Terriers. I might be inclined to get the Swingfire or the Rover Milan, actually. Or more cheap tanks. They only have medium machine guns, though. Tricky. I've got 3 leaders, I have 7 leaders. You know what? Let's take the supply helicopter. Oh, that's actually 1 slot cost only. So we take the supply helicopter. We can still bring a 2-point unit. Not this, not this, not this, not this, not this, not this, not this. But we can bring another leader after all. Help buff our units. And maybe have a cheaper opening. So let's call this PD H.D.R. And for obvious reasons, my unit of the division, I will use it as for the screenshot as well, is the guards unit because of this charming red uniform. Stay tuned for the battle. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Until then, bye for now.